Super middleweight belts are on the line this Saturday as IBF champion Caleb Plant takes on Canelo Álvarez in a winner-takes-all matchup. I'm Ashley Nicole Moss, and I am joined by the man everybody is talking about, Caleb Plant. Now, Caleb, look, you're going into this fight, and experts have you as the underdog. SI released an article earlier this week, and it appears that you're embracing that role. Why? And more importantly, how do you avoid allowing the noise to affect your psyche?
Well, I've been the underdog before in a fight or two. And at the end of the day, those are just numbers. And numbers can't measure what's in here, and numbers can't measure what's in there. And anytime I've been an underdog before, they've been wrong. So that's how I became world champion. And as far as, letting it affect my psyche, I just don't listen to that. Again, I've been, when you set out on a journey to become the best at something along the way, there's going to be so many people telling you can't and that you need a plan B and this and that. And you just got to be able to push that noise to the side and focus. And, if you know it and you feel it and you believe it in your heart, it doesn't matter what other people say.
Well, you talk about that noise, and speaking of it, you and Canelo, traded swings at a press conference back in September, and it's shocking to most fans because you're both usually mild-mannered outside of the ring. Is it safe to say that this feud has reached new levels?
I don't take too much away from what happened at the press conference. That's happened a million times in boxing before us. It's gonna happen a million times, after us. It's part of fighting. There's a lot on the line, and tempers are gonna flare. And he pushed me, and when you put somebody puts their hands on me, that's what's gonna happen. That's the response you're gonna get from Caleb Plant. So, he got one on me, I got one on him, and that's it.
Well, we talk about jabs, and these weren't physical jabs, these were more verbal, and you threw some in Canelo's direction where you referenced his 2018 suspension due to a banned substance. And in so many words, you called him a cheater. Do you stand by those statements, and do you feel that you've kind of gotten in his head a little bit?
He tested positive, right? And he was suspended, so it's not my say so, it's a fact. So these aren't allegations. It's not what I say. He tested positive for a banned substance, and he was suspended. So that qualifies you as a cheater, right?
Do you feel that cheaters have a place in boxing?
No.
Okay, so by byproduct, do you feel that Canelo, has negatively affected the sport that you love and you're dedicated to?
Absolutely. Him and anyone else who falls in that, same category, absolutely.
I want to circle back to the beginning a little bit, and you have given a lot back to your hometown of Nashville. And I want to ask you, how have those roots and the people of that community motivated you?
The people back home in Tennessee, Nashville, and the Ashland City area, they've motivated me, big time. Just remember where I come from and, remember what it's like to not have this or not have that and to now be in a position to help and give back. It's a good feeling. It's good.
Well, you have also been very open regarding your own personal traumas and losses and how they have shaped you. And we're having more open dialogues about mental health in sports more than ever before. How do you take care of yours, and what advice can you offer to people who are also dealing with life-changing events?
In life, you just got to find what you love and, let it be your sanctuary. So regardless of what it is, regardless of what's going on that day, you wake up and you put your all into your craft. Regardless of what happens the next day, you wake up, you put your all into your craft. And, if you do that for 10 years straight, it's going to be inevitable that you're one of the best at what you do. And so, I don't have all the answers for everybody. I don't have all the answers for all the problems people are going through. But, all I can encourage people to do is find what they love and, dive into that and stay there.
Well, nobody can say you have not dove into boxing and everything having to do with it. I have to ask you, lastly, obviously you're looking for a victory in this fight, but what do you hope that fans can learn about you after Saturday's fight?
Just, I think that my performance is going to just show how much I worked in my craft, how much I've sacrificed and dedicated myself to the sport. And, after Saturday, I'll be putting my name in those history books.